Hey MMA fans, welcome back to the Fight Quiz channel. In today's video, we're bringing you a new challenge. Guess the MMA fighter based on a quote he said or who he has fought. There are 30 questions and you get 10 points for each correct answer. If you get 300 points, you are the winner. Solve all the questions at 3 difficulty levels, and good luck. So, are you ready to go? Well, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and let's go. Which of the following fighters have never fought in the UFC? That's right! The answer is Fedor Emelianenko. The Russian is arguably the best MMA fighter who never fought in the UFC. Who is the first white African to win a UFC belt? Good job! The answer is Dricus du Plessis. He won the UFC title by beating Sean Strickland on the judges' scorecards. Which fighter did Anderson Silva break his leg against? You got it right! The answer is Chris Weidman. The All-American broke Silva's 16-fight winning streak, as well as his leg in the ring. Which of these fighters goes by the nickname the Korean Zombie? That's correct. The answer is Cheng Sung-jung. He got this nickname due to his zombie-like ability to keep moving forward despite receiving heavy blows.
Punching so cleanly. Yeah. Won't want anything stupid. He knows how dangerous.
Which of the following moves are forbidden in the UFC? You know history well. The answer is soccer kicks. Don't you miss the good old Pride FC days when soccer kicks were completely legal?
Yeah, this is it.
The first female UFC champion is... True that. The answer is Ronda Rousey. She was 6-0 in the UFC before Holly Holm crowcopped her to another dimension.
Finish out! Holly Holm is the new UFC!
Which of these martial arts mainly focuses on submissions? You are a true MMA fan. The answer is Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. This gentle art provides the adversaries with 3 options: tap, nap, or snap. Who holds the record for the most submission victories in UFC history? That's right. The answer is Charles Oliveira. This Brazilian wizard introduced 16 of his opponents to the beauty of BJJ.
Another submission, and there is the tap!
Who said this quote? "My balls was hot." Good job. The answer is Derek Lewis. The Black Beast is renowned for serving vicious knockouts and unforgettable quotes.
My balls was hot. I understand.
What nationality is Alexander Volkanovski? Way to go! The answer is Australian. Descending from Macedonia, Volk changed his nickname to the Great after the Macedonian conqueror.
Macedonian way of calling it, let you slide. So,
are you ready for round 2? Well, let's change the difficulty level. Who was the UFC 1 champion? Amazing! The answer is Royce Gracie. The story of the Brazilian David who defeated a bunch of Goliaths.
Gotta be a great joke. It's over.
Which fighter said this quote? Send me location. Perfect. The answer is Khabib Nurmagomedov. When Khabib made this call out, he and Conor were at a boiling.
Location, I'm gonna come. Whatever you want, doesn't matter. Ireland, New York, Brooklyn.
Who is the oldest UFC champion? You are the real deal. The answer is Randy Couture. This American grandpa was 45 years old and still held the UFC gold. Which fighter holds the record for the shortest average fight time in the UFC? Incredible! The answer is Tom Aspinall. The Englishman has spent an average of 2 minutes and 10 seconds in the octagon. What ethnicity is Israel Adesanya? Right on. The answer is Nigerian. But if you listen to Sean Strickland, Izzy is simply a China.
More Australian than fucking Izzy. Izzy is a Chinese man.
Who has the most UFC bouts in this organization? No doubt, the answer is Jim Miller. Miller found himself in action 44 times in the octagon. Which fighter called Brazil a dump and the Brazilian crowd filthy animal? Outstanding. The answer is Colby Covington. It's a miracle how he escaped the arena alive.
Brazil, you're a dump! All you filthy animals suck!
Who was the first fighter ever to submit Big Nog and break his arm in the process? You are a true fan. The answer is Frank Mir. When given the option to tap or snap, you better choose the first option.
Trying to finish it.
How many losses does Conor McGregor have in the UFC only? Well done. The answer is 4. The Notorious was stopped by Nate Diaz, Khabib, and twice by Dustin Poirier, with one of them a doctor stoppage.
Doctor stoppage.
How old was John Jones when he won the UFC belt and became the youngest champion in the history of the promotion? Nice work. The answer is 23. Bones became champion by brutalizing Mauricio Shogun Rua for 2 rounds before ending his suffering in the 3rd. And now, are you ready for the main event of the evening? Let's see if you are a true hardcore MMA fan. The first fighter to cause Islam Makhachev his first and only loss is... Unbelievable! The answer is Adriano Martin. It was a lead overhand bomb that sent the Russian straight to La La Land. Who is the heaviest fighter to ever compete in the octagon? You got that right too. The answer is Emmanuel Yarbrough. He weighed an astonishing 600 pounds, or about 272 kilograms.
He does. He's got to stay away and try to...
Only one fighter has fought the 3 MMA GOATs, Fedor Emelianenko, Anderson Silva, and John Jones. And his name is... That's right, the answer is Chael Sonnen. Although the bad guy lost them all, in his mind, he is still undefeated and undisputed. Which fighter managed to submit Benson Henderson and knock out Stephen Wonderboy Thompson? Correct. The answer is Anthony Pettis. Showtime is the only fighter to beat Benson and Thompson in their own games.
That is a tight armbar. He taps. And we were saying dangerous guard. Look how quickly he did that. Trapped it, locked it up.
Who has landed the most takedowns in UFC history? Wow, only real fans know this. The answer is George St. Pierre. The Canadian issued 90 compulsory tours to his opponents with St. Pierre's airline.
Takedown effects. Watch him stand back up again. Very impressive.
The only fighter to end the undefeated runs of Magomed Ankalaev and Jamal Hill is... You are the real deal. The answer is Paul Craig. These athletes learned that Paul Craig's triangle is quite the snake test.
Oh, look at this! Beautiful work by Paul Craig!
Big triangle set up.
Oh!
Who was the referee in the Conor versus Khabib fight? Spectacular! The answer is Herb Dean. Actually, if it weren't for Herb Dean to pull Khabib off of Conor, the Irishman would have needed a new jaw.
There's the tap! Still undisputed! Khabib!
Which UFC fighter was fired from the organization due to holding submissions for too long? Oh, you knew this one too. The answer is Hulsamar Palhares. Notorious for refusing to let go of submissions, the Brazilian was fired from both the UFC and the World Series of Fighting. John Jones's only loss was due to a disqualification because he used... No doubt, the answer is 12-6 elbows. He received his first loss due to smashing Matt Hamill with illegal elbows.
No, you can't do 12-6.
We should put women back in the kitchen. Only one man needs to be working. We should raise the wages and build a effing wall. This was a quote said by... Oh yes, the answer is Sean Strickland. Nobody's safe around this man, inside or outside the cage.
Women back in the kitchen, put one man working, raise the wages, and build a fucking wall.
So, how many points did you collect? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss our next quiz. Until next time.